Hi guys, and we're back again, this time with a little bit of a different video. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to do one of my command block creations, but we're going to be following along as I try and figure it out basically. I'll just quickly explain the idea. Basically, I've always had this thing in my head that I'd love to have some sort of scenery of a plane flying over. So in the last round we had a player that liked to make planes, made them very well, and I always thought how cool it would be. So we'd always put them in the sky. However, I just thought go that extra bit and actually have it flying over, potentially landing or even taking off from the run pad. So that's the idea, and yeah, I suppose best get off to actually making some sort of plane now. So now we do have our plane. It's not the best plane. I do wish that player was here to create a plane. However, it is a sort of plane. So now we got our plane. My idea is for this is a sort of clone command. So I'm thinking, well, unless anything changes, my idea is do a clone command, have a few command blocks coming off, pretty much sort of block by block, taking it up and away, and placing the clone sort of, somewhere else in front of itself. Last time I can only see this might take a little while because I'm going to have to clone it every single time for every block it moves forward. However, if it does work, it will look quite effective. I'm just trying to think. I mean, I did leave a little space in here actually, just in case we could actually get a player in there. Might be a little harder, so we'd have to probably TP the player to each place as the plane moved as well. However, I'm leaving the option open. So yeah, I think first of all I'm going to have to take down these coordinates and start getting this this plane copied over. Right, so I've got the plane copied over as an original over here. So this is going to be the copy that we're actually going to be using to make this look like it's flying. And pretty much what we're going to be doing is just be copying, clearing the area, copying over again. And I just thought I'd show you one of the little tips that I do use. Obviously I know Xbox, Bedrock, you don't have a copy command, or if you do program it in, usually you don't get the actual commands with it as well. You can only just copy the block. So one thing that I do is just take the position of this block, so that would be 65, obviously 4 because I'm stood on it, 28. Oh, forgotten already. Yeah, minus 65, 4, 28. And then write that twice. Keyboard's in a bit of a funny position, but yeah, anyway, so you stand where you want to copy it. So obviously you've cloned that particular location, and just tilde, 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 and there you go, you've got an exact copy. Obviously this is only if you want to keep using the same commands. So I'm doing a clone, and it's got to clone that position, and obviously I'm going to need a very large queue of these, so that's just a way to do it. And again, actually I'll leave a space in the middle, just so we can do a clear, then clone, clear, clone, and all we'll have to do is just change one number there, so it just keeps moving forward. Yeah, so if I get on with a bit of that, and we'll come back in a sec. Right, and yeah, so I've done a small row, and this is going to be the first test to see if this actually works now. I haven't really pre-tested or checked out the tick times, but let's press the button and hope that something happens. Oh, it did. Although a bit fast, that definitely did. Hang on. Okay, right, now I think that needs to be reset somehow. But yeah, so, well, that worked a bit. Well, something hasn't gone right here because, yeah, we're looking a bit like this at the moment. It's not exactly a takeoff, is it? But, you know, it's going along the right way. It's moving forward. It's flashing. I've clearly put the wrong tick on the wrong thing, but that's pretty much the idea of taking off and then slowly going up. So yeah, I think we're on the right tracks. Well, that did take a little bit longer than I expected. I mucked up the first time and I put the tick delay on the wrong block, which has just taken an extra half an hour. However, well, actually no, not half an hour. But yeah, so just if anybody does want to try this, what I've had to do is the clone command sits on 0 tick delay, whilst it's the fill command that has to have a bit of a delay in. Obviously now thinking about it, that makes sense, so you can actually see it before it fills. Otherwise I've done it the other way around and it was just filling instantly. I couldn't actually see anything till the plane gets there, so if I just show you now, we'll say this looks much better. And then it starts to fasten up a little bit, and then from there on it will get quite a bit faster and head off into the sky. So I'm quite surprised we're quite a bit of the way there already. And it's looking quite nice actually, apart from this first bit. I don't understand why pretty sure the plane just popped back up there. Oh, it's the fill. So yeah, there we go. There's our plane taking off. What would happen if I sat in it? Oh no, I think that's a bit too dangerous at the moment. I think we'll leave that for after. So yeah. Right, so we've made some significant progress here. As you can tell, it is now in the sky. And if I just show you how it's going, so press the button and it's starting to look a bit, well, obviously still the same there. Then it should start to take a bit of speed and up into the sky it goes. So yeah, looking pretty good so far. Might increase the speed. I spent a majority of my time trying to sort out the tick speed on this. It's actually quite hard trying to work out exactly when for it to take off quite fast and how fast it needs to be. But yeah, so we've got up till about here in the sky, and you can see how many commands I've had to do. I mean, it's not hard in the sense that they're all difficult. They're all like pretty much the same, just change a few numbers around. But yeah, it's getting a bit long. However, seeing the plane in the sky does make me happy, and I can't wait to see it go faster and further. Well, things are looking good and not so good at the same time, as you can see by this sort of mess here. I keep getting the fill commands wrong, or getting the area wrong, or where it's supposed to be, but I'll show you anyway. So, right, let's follow the plane. So as you can see, as it was before, it's going up, well, you know, taking off nicely. Then as we get to here and gain a little bit of speed, yeah, that happens. I think it's a bit too much speed. We've not cleared it behind us, and yeah, we've left looks like 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 of the planes behind, but we've got that many wheels anyway. So yeah, it's getting a little bit tedious. This line is getting extremely long, but we will get down to it by the end of this video. It just doesn't want to cooperate today. I don't know what it is, but when it's getting better, we have less of a plane. Yeah, let's go through another run through just to check out how it's going. Right, so again, nice start, confident taking off, start to pick up some speed. We're coming up into the air. Plane goes off and away, and leaves this little trail. I mean, we're so close. All we got to do is clear this little trail and find out where this is, and hopefully we'll be able to do that, just so you can all see what I'm trying to work with at the moment. While my mind's getting a bit boggled, it's just full of numbers. I've just been looking at numbers for hours now, many numbers, and we just need a few more to make sense to hopefully get this one done. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's looking pretty nice. So much so I've made a little bit of scenery just to watch it take off. And yeah, let's get to it. So, hit the button. And we have our plane slowly taking off, gathering a little bit of speed, and flying off into the sky. Ah, that's wonderful. I'm so happy to see that. Yeah, wow. I'm not even going to try to TP for the moment into the plane because it takes so long to get to this bit. I think I might have to do it into 2 parts. So in fact, there might be a part 2 where we either get the plane landing, or we get me or player in the plane whilst it's flying, which has taken up a majority of today trying to get this done. But yeah, no, one more time we'll go for another takeoff because that was quite enjoyable. Let's go from this view this time. A bit risky with the runway. I did make it a bit short, but oh, and off we go. Bit glitchy, as you can probably tell, because we're having to replace quite a few blocks there. And we did accidentally get a plane in the sky, but you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it there. Why not? It seems that plane should be in the sky, so I think that way it will stay. So thanks for watching, guys. I will make a part 2, and hopefully it won't be too long till that's out. And hopefully we'll get that plane landed again. Thanks for watching. Hope you leave a like and subscribe if you really liked it. Bye bye.